Futures are trading under pressure amid jitters between the United States and China. The yuan, which is viewed as a barometer of the US-China relations, sank to a record low against the US dollar on Wednesday. Today, the offshore yuan is still trading not far away from the low of 7.20. Having passed the security low in Hong Kong, Beijing awaits a response from Donald Trump. Wall Street halted its rally today. US GDP data and the weekly update on the labor market are on investors' radars today. The market is discouraged by actual figures. Notably, financial markets are trading higher despite ongoing risks. The US stocks secured solid gains this week. The Dow Jones Industrial Average closed on Wednesday at 25,000 for the first time since March. Yesterday, the S&P 500 surpassed 3,000 points, having climbed above a 200-period moving average. Nevertheless, the Dow Jones is still 10% lower than the strongest level this year. The S&P 500 undershoots the highest mark by 6%. In the recent days, bulls are holding the upper hand in the equity market. Meanwhile, the US and China are sweeping verbal interventions. However, the future can spark off auctions which could be catalyst for the downtrend in stocks. Most experts foresee exactly this scenario. Futures on the benchmark US stock indexes were consolidating gains ahead of the publication of macroeconomic data from the United States. The Dow Jones rose 0.6% and the S&P 500 edged up 0.11%. Later, they reversed downwards. The picture on the US dollar is rather curious because of its weakness against most rival currencies and even emerging market currencies. The greenback is about to develop a downtrend. In midday, the US dollar index was trading mainly flat. It has been wound down by uncertainty around Hong Kong and growing appetite for risk. The index is declining in the New York trade. It shed over 1% and settled down at near 98.80 against a basket of 6 major currencies. The US Department of Commerce downgraded the first estimate of the gross domestic product for the first quarter, so the GDP rate contracted 5% instead of minus 4.8 in the flash estimate. This is the sharpest drop of the GDP since late 2008. The coronavirus damage has been already priced in. Nevertheless, experts warn of a steeper slowdown in the second quarter. The number of initial unemployment claims has been going down for 8 weeks in a row. At the same time, the indicator remains dismal. Last week, 2,123,000 Americans filed first time for unemployment benefits. This figure surpassed market expectations. The Canadian dollar is consolidating gains, having advanced 2% versus the American counterpart. The USD CAD pair is now trading flat at near 1.3760. Crude oil is trading mixed today. Brent is accelerating gains following a report by Reuters. Saudi Arabia and other participants of the OPEC Plus pact are discussing output cuts by 9.7 million barrels per day until the year end. WTI futures are trading mainly flat at about $32.70 a barrel. That's all for today. We continue to monitor developments in financial markets. Subscribe to our channel and keep abreast of the latest events with us. See you tomorrow.